Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We are here with day 3 of our Splendid Day Suite projects that are running October 17th through the 21st of 2022. Day 1 does have every item that we use throughout the week. I show you through the catalog for the walkthrough, so you can definitely watch that. Everything is listed down on the bottom. Here is the suite that we are using. It is this stamp set with the matching dies. For today's project, guys, I cannot with how cute this is. I made this little project with inspiration from Split Coast Stampers, which is a great resource. It has a lot of Stampin' Up. It actually has its own Stampin' Up folder. So splitcoaststampers.com. You can look up everything Stampin' Up and all types of projects. But I'm going to show you this in a second. You're going to need your stamp sets, obviously. You're going to need your embossing powder. It comes in a 3-pack. I use the white. You're going to need your classic matte dots. I use 2 white ones down here. Guys, and you are going to need, let me show you. You probably just saw a sneaky peek. Look at this happiness in a Matchbox. Hand sanitizer minis. You guys know, just like yesterday, I have more hand sanitizer. I'm obsessed with hand sanitizer. I do have the Perel minis, which are tiny little, one little squirt. I did do a box on those, and now I got these from Dollar Tree. They come 24 packs for $1.25 plus tax if you live in a tax area. So yes, I love it. Hand sanitizer, you throw them in your purse, you're good to go. Another great craft fair item. This will probably sell off the shelf. You could probably get one, you know, $1 to $2 for it. So even if you do $1.50 for it, you've already, you know, recuperated your money for the entire pack of hand sanitizers. So these are great, inexpensive items. So get your pack of hand sanitizer and let's go. Right, so I have my cheat sheet here. We'll put it in camera so you can see it. You need a sheet of paper, which is 7 1/4 by 3, which I have mine right here. 7 1/4 by 3. You're also going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so you're going to need 2 because we need a little holder. I think the original one of Split Coast, you could actually pull the box down, but I didn't want to add all of that weight and, you know, have it fall or anything, so I just glued mine on there. It was good for me. So you can put, I'm sure you could put Ghirardelli chocolate. You could probably fit, oh look, you can fit a tea bag and the hand sanitizer. How cute would this would be for like a get well soon? So you can add your tea, your hand sanitizer, you know, a little pack of tissues, whatever, to say get well soon. I did this one as kind of a, this paper collection reminded me of a wedding. My daughter just got married, and so, and a little quiet ceremony, and so I had wedding on the brain, and so a lot of my things were wedding. That's probably why I picked this suite to do this week. But anyway, let's get back to the project. So your 7 1/4 by 3 sheet of paper. You're going to do some measurements on the long side. So you're going to use your scoreboard or your paper trimmer. It doesn't matter. And you're going to put the 7 1/4 side at top, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 3/4, 4, and 4 1/4. Okay, so you have something that looks like this. Okay, again, 1/2 inch, 3/4, 4, 4 1/4, because you need that little gusset If you want to be able to add more tea bags, obviously just add, you know, some more to your paper so you can make it a little thicker. So yes, your top piece is going to be a lot shorter, oh not a lot, but it's going to be a good 1/4 of an inch shorter than the back piece. It's supposed to be like that, so don't worry. You absolutely did it right, okay? Put that to the side. Get your 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece, and you're gonna score this one at, oh, something's in there. This one's a little harder to score. I typically don't do 1/4 inch score lines, but this project I kind of had to. So just bear with me. So obviously it's a square, so you can just pick either side to start. You're going to do 1/4 of an inch, and then 3. So 1/4 of an inch on both sides. Then you're going to rotate it, and you're going to score it at 1 1/2 and 1 3/4. 1 3/4. So you got a little wonky thing that looks like this. You're going to have 2 1/4 inch sides and then just a 1/4 inch in the middle. Okay. This is our little box on the inside here. Now for this project, I didn't realize cinnamon cider was last year's paper. For some reason I thought it was in this year's paper as well, but it's not. So you can use soft suede, you can use actually any color to match this copper color. Yours is just not going to be exact as mine is if you don't have any of this paper left over. So that was my bad. But I don't have any other brown paper other than Early Espresso, which that would have looked nice on here too, but I had already made these, so there you go. Alright, we're going to take our paper snips. Well, first you're going to varnish everything. Like actually varnish it, not just fold it. All these itty bitty score lines. Alright, so you have this, right? All we need to do is cut these itty bitty little boxes. So you can do one of two things. You can completely cut it off or just leave it. I left it because I don't want you to see the gap on the side. Sometimes if you cut the box, if you cut it too close, you're going to see a gap. So I just left mine. I did miter these itty bitty little things. You don't have to miter. It's just, it's a habit ingrained in me. So you're going to do both the same thing to both squares. You're going to leave your rectangles alone and just do your squares. Okay, so all I did was cut up and miter on both sides. Okay, now you're just going to go ahead and put your box together. This is what I did. Don't matter if you do top or bottom. I just folded the flaps in. You can glue or tape, strong tape. And then just wrap it around. I'm not being too fussy about it because it's a tiny little measurement that, you know, honestly no one's going to really pay attention to. I don't think they will, but I made a couple of these and some of them matched up, some of them didn't. I was okay with that. Oops. Alright, so this is the hard part with these little measurements, trying to get your fingers in there for the glue to dry. Alright, that should be fine. So tape may be better for this baby project. Actually, I think my glue just dried. Okay. It's going to be your hardest part of the project. this little measurement. So look, your cute little box. And then on the inside, I just made sure my flaps were glued. Just stick your scissors in there and make sure they're glued to the side. Okay. Right, so that's done. Let's get our big piece. Again, we're going to fully varnish our score lines. These projects are quick, quick, quick. Once you make one of them, you know, they'll go super quickly. I just go slow because I want to be able to connect with all craft levels. All right, so we varnished those 4 score lines. Now we need to go ahead and get our paper. All right, so I embossed white. I embossed or stamped in Versamark and embossed in white, and then I cut it out, that little flower stem. I stamped with the soft sea foam. I stamped this little stem here. Oh no, I didn't stamp it. Here we go. So I did that one. I embossed that one. This one I stamped. I used this. Again, this does not match up with this, so it is not supposed to match up. It's supposed to give you like a little, like a watercolor effect. It does not match up. Okay? It just gives you hints of color on there. And then I used the big stem right here. I think this is my favorite stem. So, and then I use Today is a Day to Remember. Oops. I use that stamp in Calypso Coral. All right, so you need 3 pieces of designer paper. This one is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. I'm gonna write this down so I can put it in the box below for you. DSP 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. You're gonna need a piece that is 1 inch by 2 3/4. I think so. Five eighths, I'm sorry, 2 5/8. So 1 inch by 2 5/8. 135. Actually, just make that an even 2 3/4. Sorry about that. So 1 inch by 2 3/4. That's just for your little, what is this for? Oh, the front of your box here. No? Yep. That's for there. Alrighty then. So yeah, I didn't go all the way down because your flap is going to be covering. That's right. So 1 by 2 3/4. And then you need your itty bitty piece right here that's going to go on your little flap. So this is 3/8 by 2 3/4. All right, so 3/8 by 2 3/4. Okay, cool. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and add our designer series paper or DSP. Now, I don't know about the Tombow glue, but the glue that I use that I'm not allergic to, sometimes it does leave glue lines in the foil paper. So how you prevent that is by taking your bone folder or a squeegee or something and smoothing out your glue lines. Like so. Okay. And then, so that's the front. So remember, your project is going to curve up like this. It's a matchbox. And so we need to put our little piece here. And I give myself an 1/8 of an inch border. You can do more or less. however you want your project. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the top of my little box. I'm going to add these measurements in the beginning of the video, so that way I'm not just stuttering everywhere. Right, so now on the back of this little box, all you're going to do is glue it or tape it and right down to your score line. Do not go over your score lines. Now this is going to be slightly smaller in width, so just center it as best as you can in that middle section. Okay, take your bone folder or something and make sure you get that glue or whatever adhesive you use down. So as you can see, I have a little border on either side. You can choose to put more paper down if you want to put paper first, but I didn't find it necessary. Okay, there we go. Now what I did was, so you see how my flap needs to come up somehow. I took glue and I did a very small bead of glue, maybe 1/8 of an inch, right on the bottom. Okay, the bottom of my box, like on the, see what I did there? And I also glued this flap to the bottom of the box. Okay, so that way it stays up. I guess you could have, well, no, you can't do staples because of the box. But you don't want to glue it all the way to the top because you want to have room for your flap to go in and out. This one's very stiff because of everything I have on it. So you still need to be able to put your flap. If you glue it all the way down and you forgot that spot, well, that's okay. Just tie a ribbon around it and call it on purpose. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put our hand sanitizer in there, your tea bag, your chocolate square, whatever you want. And we're going to decorate. We're going to make sure you didn't glue it all the way down, which I didn't do, I don't think. I don't know why I'm struggling. I guess because it's late at night. Here we go. I should probably let that dry before I stick that in there, but yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so it works out. Let's go ahead and decorate. I'm just going to put this however I think looks cute. Right about there. Add your glue. I'm going to use dimensionals. Well, the edges of my dimensionals anyway, to kind of hold it in place. There we go. Because I'm popping mine up. You don't have to, you don't want to. Okay. I use my excessive amount of dimensionals. Right. Okay. Peel off all of my backs. Like so. Oh, that one you can see. Okay. Right. Now we're just going to go ahead and lay this wherever you want. I want it about there. Here we go. And then I stamped this on 1/2 inch by about 3 1/4, just because I want to do a banner, and sometimes I mess them up. So you definitely don't need that long of one, but however long you want. I just stamped it on a piece of scrap paper, to be honest. And then I kind of want this leaf to come up and over. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, I should have left it long. Oh well, I didn't. Alright, so I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. I'm going to... Here we go. I didn't put a dimensional where my banner meets my stems because it doesn't need one there, but it needs it everywhere else. So I need another small piece right there. Alright. And this is a really great project because you can stamp any colors that match anything. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a wedding. It can be a birthday party favor. Any day you want to remember. Alright. I meant to say don't put your banner too far down because you still need to leave room so you can tuck your piece in. I just happy accident didn't put it down too far. Alright, now we need our matte dots, and you can use whatever color you want. The black would look really nice too, but I'm going to use the white. I can't find, oh, here it is. I couldn't find my take your pick. I'm going to use the big ones, so they just kind of look like nail heads. You can add some more, which I'm absolutely going to do. Just going to add one there. And one there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. 5. There you go. So it looks great with or without adding extra gems. This one I added the 3 small ones up the top. And this one I didn't add any at the top. So they look great either way. But that is our project, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.